Hey everybody, welcome to Shopping with Shana. I apologize guys, I have a little bit of a hoarse voice, so please bear with me as we get through this must-do deals video for Kroger that runs from Wednesday, November 20th, and it'll actually go through Thursday, the 28th of 2024. It is a 9-day sale due to the Thanksgiving holiday, and we will see a new 5-day sale start on Black Friday, the 29th. This is going to be a brand new mega sale. So a buy 5 or more, save $1 each mega sale that's just starting out this week. We have so many deals to talk about. Everything on this video is brand new. Now there's some deals that have gotten a little sweeter since last week due to the new sale, and there's some deals that are not as good, but maybe still a part of these, this current mega sale. So do me a huge favor if you like to save money at Kroger, which I know many of you do because you're here, right? If not all of you. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit all so you don't miss any of my videos. And let's jump right on into this because there is a ton to talk about. 4 times the fuel points and 2 times the fuel points digital coupons are available to clip. Make sure that you get those clipped, and then now the idea with these videos, and I hope that you're preparing, is that you are currently making your shopping list as we go throughout the next few days. Unless there is a run deal, there's no point in going to the store today or tomorrow. It's Friday that you want to go at the earliest for 4 times the fuel points. And then if you are a 2 times the fuel points region, you may want to wait even till Saturday to benefit from the weekly freebie. And I'll show you that a little bit later in this video. But anyway, make sure these are clipped so that you don't miss out on that extra savings at the pump. And really, really great deals can be happening, and that's what I like to do. I just like to prepare and then go shopping on Friday for my weekly grocery trip. We also have 4 times the fuel points on gift cards. These digital coupons have been available to clip since last week. This is like 3 weeks worth of a coupon, which is kind of different, but that's okay. We have until December 3rd in order to grab these gift cards at 4 times the fuel points. Just make sure these are clipped at any time you pick up a gift card. It will work, and it works multiple transactions, things like that. And this is also a great way to save money at the pump. Get gift cards for actual gifts, but also get gift cards for doing things that you were going to do anyway. I know many of you are going to go Black Friday shopping if you haven't already. So you may want to stop at Kroger and pick up a Kohl's gift card, pick up a Target gift card, pick up a Lowe's gift card, something that you're going to go shopping anyway for Black Friday. Go ahead and get that, whatever you're planning on spending, in a gift card. Use the gift card at checkout. And now you've not only spent the same amount of money you were going to spend anyway, you now have extra fuel points to save money at the pump. So it's kind of a win-win situation there. All right, we're going to start out with the mega sale deals. You need to buy 5 or more participating items. You can mix and match those items. You do not have to buy 5 of the exact same item. Once you hit 5, it doesn't matter how many you buy. You don't have to buy multiples of 5, just 5, 6, 7, 8, just a minimum of 5. And once that happens, $1 per item comes off at checkout. Well, that is just a sale price. We can easily pair that with a coupon, whether it's store or manufacturer. Digital coupons are probably the easiest to use, but you can also use insert coupons from the Sunday paper. And you can use printable coupons, although I will say that some people have told me they have difficulties using printable coupons at certain locations. So just make sure that you understand what your store accepts and doesn't accept. Anyway, we can also pair these with rebate apps. iBot and Fetch are my favorite too. If you don't have those, download those today and start using them. Use my referral code in the description box below. It helps me to keep making these videos for you, and it gives you a little extra savings when you submit your first receipt. You can also, download some of the other ones that I like: Shopkick, Swagbucks, Merryfield, and so forth. They're all linked in the description box. So let's jump into this and see what we've got going on. All right, so the first deal is going to be on General Mills cereals. Now, this morning when I first got up, they did not have the sales prices on these cereals, so I just did a screenshot of the ad, but now they're currently good to go as I was getting this video ready to record. These are regularly priced $4.29. They're on sale for $2.79 and mega sale for $1.79 each. There is $1 off 2 digital coupon. And as you can see in the picture, I've already redeemed mine a while ago. We'll probably see another one pop up that'll be good in January, like through January. So see if that pops up here soon. It may not, so we'll see. But $1 off too if you still have that. If you do, your out of pocket's $1.29, and then you can take your receipt and you can submit it to Ibotta. We have a bunch of different flavors and varieties. There are 50 cents back on one, and all of them are a limit of 5 times. So again, you can pick and choose which ones you want to do. Then you can make sure you take your receipt, submit it to Fetch. There's 2,500 points back on $50 in General Mills products, which does include the cereals. In fact, you're going to see that rebate pop up quite a bit here on the next few slides. So just understand that that is a threshold of General Mills products. But the final cost ends up being 79 cents per box, which is an amazing deal. You definitely want to load up on your cereals at that price. All right, so the General Mills Chex cereals are the 12-ounce cereals. These are regularly priced $4.99. You can grab 2 of these as well and use the same $1 off 2 digital coupon from the last slide, or you could choose to grab 1 Chex and then one of the other cereals too. And the reason why I say that might be a better deal is because of the Fetch rebate that's only a limit of 1 time. So anyway, let's say you grab 2 of the General Mills Chex cereals. They're regularly priced $4.99, on sale for $2.99, and mega sale for $1.99. $1 off 2 digital will bring you down to $1.49 each, and we have a 50 cent off 1 5-time digital, it's not 5-time digital, Ibotta rebate for 5 times, and then a Fetch rebate for 200 points back on 1, a limit of 1 time, and then the 2,500 points back on 50, a limit of 1 time. Final cost could be 89 cents each. It could actually be 79 cents if you happen to do just one of the Chex Mix cereals and you grab, a different one of the cereals with that coupon. So it could be a little less than that. Remember, all these cereals we've talked about are Box Top products, so make sure you submit to the Box Top app. Next deal we have is the General Mills Fruit Snacks Value Packs. These are regularly priced $6.29. They're on sale for $5.99 and mega sale for $4.99 each. We have a 50 cent off 2 digital coupon, so it brings your out-of-pocket down to $4.74 each. Then we also have a Fetch rebate for 800 points when you spend $16 on General Mills products, specifically a limit of 3 times. And then we have 2,500 points when you spend $50 on General Mills products, a limit of 1 time. The final cost is as high as $4.74 and could be lower if you happen to hit any of those threshold coupons through Fetch. And again, Box Top products, so submit to the Box Top app. Next deal we have here is the Progresso soups. Grab 4 of them. They're regularly priced $2.79. They're on sale for $2.49 each, and they're part of the mega sale for $1.49 each. But we have a $1 off 4 digital coupon, so that'll come off, and that'll leave you with an out-of-pocket of $1.24 per can, or $4.96 total. But then it gets sweeter. We can submit our receipt to Ibotta and get $1 back on 3. It's a limit of 1 time. And then submit to Fetch for 600 points back on 5. Now, we won't hit that if we're only grabbing 4. So if you really like soup, you may want to grab 1 more. It's a limit of 3 times, but you'll have 4 of them counting towards that. And if you do another deal later, you'll get that 600 points. Then we'll also submit to Fetch for the 2,500 points when you spend 50 on the General Mills products, limit of 1 time. Final cost ends up being $3.96 total, or 99 cents each, possibly less if you happen to hit any of those other Fetch rebates. And again, this is a Box Top product, so make sure you're submitting to the Box Top app. Next deal is the Pillsbury refrigerated products. It includes things like the Grand's biscuits that you see there, as well as the cinnamon rolls. I think the crescent rolls are also involved. These are regularly priced $3.59 to $3.79. They're on sale for $3.49 and mega sale for $2.49. Plus, we have a $1 off 2 digital coupon, bringing you down to $1.99 each. And again, another Box Top product that you can submit to the Box Top app. Next deal we have here is a great one for the Annie's Mac and Cheese. You do want to grab 4 of them for this particular deal. They're regularly priced $1.99, but the mega sale price brings you down to 99 cents each. We've actually seen these on weekly digital for 99 cents in the past, so usually one of the best prices that you can get. Out of pocket, pay $3.96, and then you can take your receipt and submit it to Ibotta for $1 back on 4. It's a limit of one time. And then there's also the fetch rebate for 2,500 points when you spend 50. That leaves your final cost at $2.96 total, or 74 cents each. And then this is a box top product as well, so make sure you submit to the box top app. We may also want to keep an eye out over the next couple of weeks as this sale is going and see if we happen to get a $1 off for digital coupon. If that happens, this could be a really sweet deal. Next deal we have is the Old El Paso taco shells. These are regularly priced $2.99. Grab 3 of them. They're on mega sale for $1.99 each. We have a $1 off 2 digital coupon, which takes your total or out of pocket to $4.97. Then submit your receipt to Ibotta and get $1 back on 3. It's a limit of one time, and the final cost ends up being $3.97 total, or basically just $1.33 each. And this is also a box top product, so make sure you submit to that box top app. All right, so I won't give you a very long spiel on the Box Top app, but I will tell you, if you have not signed up today, do that now and do it with this referral code that you see here or that's in the description box below. When you sign up and you submit your first receipt, you're going to get 25 bonus box tops for your particular school and 25 bonus box tops for the school of my choice, which is my daughter's elementary school. That's $2.50 per school, and it is a win-win situation. So make sure you don't just sign up because then neither school gets anything. Make sure you sign up using the referral code so that you're able to get a bonus for that school that you are signing up for. And then submit your receipt. And it's good as can be. You have different things that you can get bonuses on, but for time of this video, I'll get to that in another video. All right, guys, we have I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. These are regularly priced $4.29. They're on sale for $3.99 each, and they're part of the mega sale for $2.99. We have a $1.50 off 1 digital coupon. Make sure that's clipped. It does expire on November 22nd, so we have a few days left to grab this deal, but then you can grab this for just $1.49. Next deal we have is the Country Crock Spread 45 ounce. These are regularly priced $6.49. They're on sale for $5.99, and they're part of the mega sale for $4.99 each. There's a 2 off 1 digital coupon, or you can turn that to Kroger Cashback. Clip this coupon and pay just $2.99 for this. Now, we were using this particular coupon on the Country Crock Spread, like 15 ounce, 14 ounce, something like that, last week on mega sale, making those just 49 cents. So if you don't happen to have this coupon, you may have already used it. There was also coupons I told you to clip for $1, and then there was like $1.25 if you printed it. It doesn't seem to be attaching. It's specifically for the plant-based Country Crock butter. It doesn't seem to be attaching to these. So really, that's a no-go on those particular ones, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get a deal with those later. But anyway, if you do still have the 2 off 1, it's a pretty good deal for the 45 ounce. Next deal we have, and this deal is a lot better than last week's deal, is the YoCrunch yogurt multi-packs. These are regularly priced $3.99. They're on sale for $3.89, and they're on mega sale again this week, but instead of being 50 cents off per item, they are a whole $1, which makes it $2.89 each. Pay that out of pocket, and then we have an Ibotta rebate for $1 back on 1, and it's a limit of 5 times, leaving the final cost at $1.89 each. Really, really great deal here. We have another deal on the Diable smoothies, 6 count. These are regularly priced $3.79. They are on mega sale for $2.79. Pay that out of pocket, and then Ibotta has 75 cents back on 1, and it's a limit of 5 times. Your final cost would be $2.04 each. So not a bad deal. I think last week's deal was buy 2 get 1 free, and we had the Ibotta rebate going on, which ended up being a little bit cheaper per 6-pack, but you had to buy 3 of them. So in this case, you only have to buy 1. So still a pretty good deal. Next deal we have is the Ragu pasta sauce, 24 ounce. Grab 2 of them. They're regularly priced $3.59. They're on sale for $2.49, and they're part of the mega sale for $1.49 each. Well, there is a $1 off 2 digital coupon. Make sure that coupon is clipped, and you're going to pay just 99 cents per, Ragu, which is amazing. I was trying to think what it was called. I wanted to say can, but it's not a can. of, I don't know, product. But anyway, ragu there. Sorry guys. Sometimes you don't understand. As I'm making this video, it is 5:30 in the morning and I'm recording it now. And I've been up since a little bit before 3:30 putting these deals together for you. So sometimes I'm a little out of it as I get going. So thanks for bearing with me. Let's go on to the next deal. All right, so I wanted to throw this deal in because we're going to do a comparison on another flour product later that has to do with the weekly digital. So Pillsbury Best all-purpose flour 5 pounds is regularly priced $4.99. And I got to be honest with you, I don't cook that much or bake that much. I didn't really realize that there was even Pillsbury all-purpose flour, but there you go. This might also be a box top product, so you might want to submit to the box top app. I'm not sure about that, but double check. Anyway, the sale price is $2.99 and the mega sale price is $1.99, and that's your final cost without any coupons. So keep this in mind, and we're going to talk about this particular deal later and compare it to another deal in the weekly digital. All right, so the Hidden Valley salad dressing 24 ounce has got a pretty decent deal here. That's regularly priced $5.79. It's on mega sale for $4.79, and we have a 50-cent off one digital, or you can turn it to Kroger cashback. We also have a printable that you can get from coupons.com, leaving your out-of-pocket at $4.29 each. Then we have a very small Ibotta rebate for 25 cents back on one. That's a limit of 5 times. Fetch also has a rebate for 1,500 points when you spend $15. And that's a limit of 1 time. So you would have to buy a couple of these, like 4 of these, I guess, to get to that $15 threshold, with your final cost being $4.04 each. So I don't know if this is a great deal, but if you are a ranch lover like me, you might want to spend this money to get it. Now, the reason why I say it's just an okay deal, because then we can turn around and get the Kroger dressing 16 ounce that's regularly priced $2.49 for just $1.49 on mega sale, and no coupons are needed. Nothing extra needs to be done. So you just kind of want to compare and contrast what works for you. I have to say, Hidden Valley Ranch is much better than the Kroger Ranch, but sometimes I'm like, whatever. So again, decide which one you want. Another deal that is an okay deal, makes a pretty good filler, is the French's Mustard 14 ounce. It's regularly priced $2.49. It's part of the mega sale for $1.49. Again, no extra coupons needed. I like to throw some of these deals in here of things that you probably need that are kind of staples in your pantry. And if you need a filler item, like let's say you have 4 items, you need one more item to grab, this might be one of them. And then you have the mustard the next time you need it. All right, another good, filler item is these Nissan stir fry bowls. They're regularly priced $1.99. They're part of the mega sale. So 99 cents each, no extra coupons needed, and that's your final cost. All right, so I really thought this was cool. The Jeff Puffed Marshmallows 12 ounces, regularly priced $2.49. It's part of the mega sale for $1.49, and that's your final cost. No coupons needed. Now, a lot of times we think in our head, store brand is going to be cheaper than name brand, but that's not the case this week at Kroger. Store brand marshmallows are $1.99 at Kroger, where the Jet Puffed marshmallows are $1.49. So you're going to save 50 cents. Now, I will say there's a little bit of size difference. The Jet Puffed is 12 ounce and the Kroger size is 16 ounce. So I did not do the math on the ounces. So you may want to look at that. Maybe it is a better deal still to get Kroger, but I don't know. If you're needing them for, your sweet potatoes and things like that, whatever. You're probably good with one bag either way. All right, we're going to move out of the mega sale deals. Of course, make sure you're subscribed. I will bring you more deals on Thursday and on Friday. I always am looking for more and more deals. First day of the sale is hard to find everything. I spend several hours combing through things. But you know what it is, 24 hours later, you find all the deals you missed. So I will have another video out for you Thursday and probably Friday morning. There is a digital coupon sale that is also going on. I have one matchup I wanted to show you. Otherwise, you might want to look at these coupons yourself. They're all baby and pet items. So it's very specific, neither of which I need. I don't have a pet and I don't have a baby. But if you do, you may want to look at these coupons to see if they are good for you. But let me show you one of the matchups that I did put together this morning. So you do need to grab 8 of the Beachnut natural jars 4 ounce. They're regularly priced at $1.39. There is a dollar off 4 5-time digital coupon that applies to this. So it's actually only going to be used 2 times, even though you're buying 8 items. That's going to leave you at $1 each, and that's $8 total. Well, it gets even sweeter because we have an Ibotta rebate for 2 back on 8, which is a limit of 1 time. So now the final cost is $6 total for 8 of them, or 75 cents each. So if you've got a little one at home and you've got that baby food going, you may want to stock up on this Beachnut, baby food here. So great deal on this. All right, we're going to move into just Kroger Deals. And again, I've only found a couple of them for you for today, but I'm going to be, again, scouring more and more deals as the day goes on. And of course, I will have another video for you in the morning. I may even have another video today. Sometimes that happens if I find something later on in the day that is like crazy good and you don't want to miss out. Sometimes I will post a video on another video during the day. I think there was one time there was like 3 glitch deals going on, and I think I had my main video and like 3 other videos that day because we had so much going on. But anyway, let me show you what we have going on just throughout the store or with an Ibotta rebate or whatever it might be. So our weekend freebie this week is the Kroger Whipped Topping, and you can only purchase this on Saturday and Sunday, and it is a digital coupon, so you do have to make sure it's clipped as well. So there's a lot of steps going into this. Now, I don't recommend giving up your 4 times the fuel points on Friday, but if you are not able to shop on Friday for whatever reason, or maybe you do go run out and have to grab something else on Saturday, and it ends up being a minimum part of the purchase. Now, I will say in some regions, it's a $35 minimum purchase. In other regions like my own, it's a $50. So I would really have to have a pretty good shopping trip haul to spend $50. But let's say I happen to get there. You definitely want to pick up this freebie. So if you are shopping on Saturday and Sunday and you hit your minimum, get your freebie. If you are at 4 times fuel points region, you rather get that, which I highly recommend that over this, then you might miss out. So anyway, just make sure it's clipped just in case. But this is one definitely you could use over the Thanksgiving holiday. All right, so I'm going to put together 2 different scenarios for this particular sale. The Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up 12 packs are buy 2, get 3 free this week, and they're regularly priced at $9.99 each. So you want to mix and match 5 of them. Now, the best deal with the Pepsi products is to grab the root beer, mug root beer, and the Starry 12 packs. One of them grab 3, and the other of them grab 2. Okay, there's a reason behind this because of a fetch rebate. So 3 and 2. The sale, like I said, buy 2, get 3 free. And go to coupons.com and print this 4 off of 5 Pepsi Cola beverages and or Frito-Lay snacks coupon that you see there in that picture. Print that off. We're going to use that printable coupon. And we're going to pay out of pocket $15.98. Well, then it gets so much sweeter. There's that fetch rebate for 750 points back on the mug and the Starry, and that's a limit of 3 times each. So like I said, whichever one you did 3 times, you're going to get that back, and then whichever one you did 2 times, you'll get that back. Then we also have a fetch rebate for 2,000 points when you spend $15 on Pepsi products. Well, this will also hit that. So now our final cost is down to $10.23 total, or $2.05 per case, which is crazy good. So this is a great stock up price. Now, I have another scenario for you if you are not a Pepsi product person and you're a Coke product person. So let's go to the next slide on this one. So this deal is not quite as good, but it's still a better deal than, paying $9.99 for each of these. So you want to grab 5 of the Coke products. You can mix and match them. Now, again, you can mix and match the Coke and Pepsi products. So let's say you really like the Starry and you want to grab 3 of those. The problem with that is that you can't use that 4 off of 5 printable coupon, okay? But you can mix and match if you want. Anyway, let's say we're going to grab 5 of the Coke products. Again, buy 2, get 3 free. So your out of pocket is $19.98. And then we're going to submit to Ibotta. Now there's a bunch of different rebate apps, bunch of different rebates. We've got $1 back on 1 for the Coke, limit of 5 times. $1 back on 1 for the 0 sugar Coke, a limit of 5 times. $1 back on 1 for the Fanta, a limit of 5 times. And then Diet Coke is just $1 back on 2, unfortunately. Now check your rebates. I've heard some of you have them kind of mixed up differently, but Just double check and make sure that's what you have. So let's say you grabbed all of the original Coke, okay? Your final cost would be as low as $14.98 total or $3 per case, which is an amazing deal. So definitely double check your rebates yourself, see what you can happen to put together, and that is as low as it goes. Obviously, if you get 2 of the Diet Coke and 3 of the regular Coke, it's going to be slightly different, a little bit higher, but still a great deal regardless. All right, moving on to the next section is the handy foil pans. Now, again, I warned you about this in a video 2 days ago on Monday to make sure you have this digital clipped that we are going to be seeing this. So the cheapest handy foil pans, and there's a lot of them to pick from, are these ones that are $4.29. Well, with 33% off, that brings you down to $2.87 each. Well, we also have $1.50 off one digital coupon. So for one of these, your final cost would be $1.37, which is a great deal. And remember, these are usually like 3 packs, 2 packs, 3 packs, something like that. So you're getting multiples of them in the same transaction. So really, really good deal here. But again, all handy foil pans are 33% off the regular price. There are some pans that are up like $7 or $8, that obviously with 33% off, you could still use this $1.50 off digital, but I try to give you the lowest cost. So definitely put together what works for you. All right, we're going to move into the 5-time weekly digital deals. These are digital coupons. They're store coupons. You need to head to your app or go online, log into your account on Kroger.com, and you can download those digitals right now. You can grab up to 5 of them in the same transaction. Now, they are just store coupons, so we can pair them with manufacturer coupons, and we can pair them with rebate apps. And this is where we get really, really great deals. So make sure you have these clipped. All right, let me show you the matchups that we have and things like that. So this week with produce, we have a couple things going on. In my region, and my region is 41042. The Kroger vegetable tray, I absolutely love this deal. $8.99. I don't know about you, but I don't like to cook. I'm just never bake, cook, whatever. My daughter, oh my goodness, she loves to cook. A lot of times I'll be like, go make brownies for where we're going or something like that. And she does. But a lot of times I'll bring the vegetable tray person. And they're expensive now. I mean, they're like $10, $11. So $8.99 is a really great price, especially with Thanksgiving coming up. You may have parties to go to. You can be the Kroger vegetable tray person and bring that. So $8.99 for those, and you can grab up to 5 of them. We also have the Bird's Eye View frozen vegetables for $1.49. That's another really great one to grab and just load your freezer up and pull them out as needed. And also in my region is the Kroger Jumbo Russet Potatoes. I think it's a 5-pound bag for $3.77. And then we have pineapples and palms for $1.49. Now, my region, the sweet potatoes are 25 cents per pound. But when I was checking out the Texas region, which you see up above with the mini cucumbers, 77377, theirs was 33 cents per pound. So much better deal in my region. Definitely double check your region, see what they happen to offer. We've seen a couple of regions are 49 cents per pound. So you can change your zip code. Just double check and make sure that it's not region specific when you go into another zip code. Sometimes that happens too. Okay. So these are the produce deals that are going on. If you have any different ones, that are not region specific, let us know in the comments and leave your zip code so we can change our zip codes to get the best deals. The meat deals are pretty off the hook too. So the Eckrich smoked sausage is $2.49. We also have the Oscar Mayer Deli fresh lunch meat for $3.49. Now in my region, we have the boneless chuck for $5.99 per pound. I have another weekly digital. I already did this deal last week, but there's a 49-cent Kroger turkey weekly digital that you can use again. Then we also have, now this is kind of interesting. In my region, the Bob Evans sides and the Bob Evans sausage rolls are $2.99. But when I went and checked out the Texas region, they have the Owens breakfast sausage rolls for $2.99 and then a separate weekly digital for just the Bob Evans sides. So that's kind of interesting. So let's say I wanted to do both deals, okay? Like I don't think we carry Owens in my region, so that's probably not one I'm going to clip. However, let's say I want both the sausage and the sides. What I might do is clip the Bob Evans sides only from the Texas region. Use that coupon in one transaction and get as many as I want. And then in a separate transaction, do the sausage for Bob Evans. That way I could do both. So that's just something that you could think about doing. You just need to change your zip code. So mine again is 41042, but the region here is 77377. And again, if you have anything to add to this, please let us know in the comments with your zip code. All right, first matchup we have is the Tresemme Hairspray. Now these are regularly priced $7.49. They're going to be $5.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. We also have a 3-off-1 digital, or you can turn it to Kroger Cashback. Your out-of-pocket would be $1.99. You might have used this digital last week on the shampoo and conditioner that was a part of that weekly digital. So if you're missing that coupon, that might be why. Then we also have a fetch rebate for 5,000 points when you spend $20. It's limited 10 times, and the final cost would be as high as $1.99, possibly lower if you happen to hit the Unilever fetch rebate. Next deal we have is the Dial Body Wash. These are regularly priced $4.59. They're going to be just $2.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. So out of pocket, you'll pay $2.99. And then we do have a small Ibotta rebate for 50 cents back on one. It's a limit of one time, leaving your final cost for one bottle at $2.49. Again, when you're getting close to that $5 price point, it's not exactly 50% off, but getting close to it, it's not a bad deal. Not my favorite deal. I think you could obviously do better on some other kind of soap. Next deal is the Folgers Coffee 25.9 ounce. These are regularly priced $12.99. Crazy. They're on sale for $11.99, but they're going to be $6.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. That right there is worth grabbing. If you are a Folgers brand specific person, I would grab all 5 of these. Going from $13 down to $7, crazy. Now, there was a printable coupon that was available. I did not print this coupon, although I was warned by Frankie that I needed to, so I apologize to Frankie. I messed things up. But I think it was $1.25 back on one. If you happen to print that coupon, you can use that on this particular deal, and the final cost will be $5.74. But like I said, it's no longer available to print, so don't go looking for it. It's if you already have it. But again, $6.99 is not a bad price coming from that $13 price point. Next deal we have is the Lay's potato chips. If you grab 5 of them, they're regularly priced $3.99. They're on sale for $3.49, but this week they are $1.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. Now, we already talked about this 4 off of 5 printable coupon for the Pepsi Cola products, so those 12 packs. But now I'm going to use it in a scenario with these. Now remember, with the coupons.com, you have 2 prints. So you could do both deals. You could do 5 of the Pepsi 12 packs, and you could do 5 of the chips here. All right, so the final cost would end up being $5.95 total, or $1.19 per bag. Another really, really great deal. Get stocked up on all that you need. All right, so this is the deal I wanted to talk to you about. The Gold Medal Flour 5 pounds. These are regularly priced $4.49. They're $2.49 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. No extra coupons there. Well, for the Kroger brand, it's cheaper. Okay, so the Kroger brand this week is $2.69. So you're saving 20 cents. So great. However, remember that the mega sale deal I showed you, the Pillsbury Best All-Purpose Flour is part of the mega sale for $1.99. That is the better deal to go with, and they're all 5-pound bags. So if you're needing flour this week, go with the Pillsbury and skip the 5-time weekly digital coupon. The only reason why you would want to grab it is if you have a very specific brand that you have to purchase. But there you go. There's some comparisons for you. Next deal is the SmartWa Sugar 4 pounds. These are regularly priced $2.99. Not a huge savings with the weekly digital this week at $2.49. I'm kind of disappointed in it, but I threw it in here because I know many of you are going to be cooking and baking this week, so you may need some sugar. It is still a savings, so definitely grab it. All right, so this is one of my favorite deals, the Kroger Cheese. So 32-ounce bags of Kroger Cheese that's regularly priced $7.99 is $4.99 each with the 5-time weekly digital coupon, which is amazing. So if you want to compare this, the small 8-ounce bags are regular price, no sale, $2.49, regular price. So grabbing one of the 32-ounce bags is like grabbing 4 8-ounce bags at $1.25 each, which is 50% off of the 8-ounce bags. I know that might be kind of hard to put that all together. However, it's the better deal. Okay. So again, this is one of my favorite deals. I love it when these pop up. I'm definitely going to be grabbing a couple bags. I don't normally grab 5 bags of 32-ounce cheese, but I grab 2 or 3 of them for sure. So I'm excited about this particular deal, and I'm going to wait till Friday to get my 4 times of fuel points. All right, next deal we have is the Kroger Butter. Now, this is another really great deal. I'm sorry, Las Vegas regions. Apparently, you do not get this deal. Double check. Let me know. But usually you don't get this deal. So the Kroger Butter 16 ounce is regularly priced for $4.49, and it's part of the weekly digital for $2.99 each. Really awesome deal. That is our final cost at $2.99 each. This is a stock up price. I do have to say, I do have quite a few of them in the freezer, but I'm probably going to grab a couple more because we do go through butter pretty crazily. That's not a word. I just made that up. But anyway, and you can throw them in the freezer, pull them out as needed. It's a really, really awesome deal. All right, guys, we made it to the end of the video. I cannot believe it. Thank you for making it all the way here with me. If you did make it to the end, let me know by telling me your favorite deal. What is your favorite deal of this particular sale? Are you happy with the sale? Are you disappointed with the sale? What are you thinking? If I missed any deal and you happen to throw it in the comments and I use it in a future video, I will definitely give you a shout out. So make sure that you do that. What I love, if you're new to my channel, what I love about this channel here is we're kind of a couponing community, and we all kind of work together. And so even if I miss something, I'll have people let me know in the comments, like, here's a deal, here's a deal, here's a deal. And you could just go to the comments and find all the awesomeness. So if you're at the end of this video, definitely double check the comments, especially if this is later on in the day. You're going to see some more good deals that people are going to bring you, and we all work together. So that's the best part about this particular channel. And I'm not just bragging because it's my channel, but I just think we just have an awesome community here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here and get my kids ready for school at this point because it's still like 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 something in the morning. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And let's see what we're going to get this week. Have a wonderful week, and I'll be back with you later. Bye, guys.